later in the competition this week.
And coming up next, as the men come on deck, the 800 free. 16 lengths of the pool. This is the final. World record holder is Ian Thorpe, 7:39.16, not swimming here in Montreal. This is only a third time that this distance has been swum at the World Championships. Thorpe won in 01. Hackett was second. Hackett won in 03 with Larsen Jensen of the United States second, and Jensen has lane 5 here. Hackett will have lane 4 in this final in 2005.
And the World Championships are only held every 2 years, not like some sports where they're every year, so you do have a space between it. A new Polish record for Stanczyk this morning in qualifying, or I should say yesterday morning, for the preliminaries for this race. They give him a day to recover because it's a little bit harder than some of the other races. Rouault from France will have lane number 2. And Prilukov, the Russian, will have lane number 3, and he looked tremendous in the 400-meter freestyle on the opening night of these championships. I think he'll be able to challenge Hackett in this race, but Hackett is the god of this race. 800 and 1500-meter freestyle. While the 800 isn't offered at the Olympic Games, he really has had no peer in the 1500 meters over the last 8 to 9 years, not having been defeated. Larsen Jensen, as you mentioned, Steve, lane number 5, silver medal at the Olympic Games in the 1500-meter freestyle, 19 years of age, from the Los Angeles area. Lane number 6, the bronze medalist from the Olympic Games in the 1500-meter longer distance, David Davies of Great Britain, trains in Cardiff, Wales. It's a 20-year-old. And Oussama Mellouli from Tunisia, the 21-year-old, attends school in the United States in the Los Angeles area. He was a bronze at the recent World Championships short course. And Drzewinski from Poland will have lane number 8, 21 years of age. He trains out of Warsaw. He's got to be excited. He saw his countrymen do very, very well earlier. There's Grant Hackett. His favorite movie is Braveheart, and he's the Aussie captain, so maybe it's fitting that that's his favorite movie. He's leading them to battle in this World Championship. Larsen Jensen right there will be next to Grant Hackett. Jensen has 5, and Prilukov will have 3. That's a shot at him.
16 lengths of the pool. This is the final of the men's 800-meter freestyle. Grant Hackett in 4, Larsen Jensen in 5. Hackett already has 14 World Championship medals to his credit. 8 of them are gold. Looking for number 9 tonight in this 800-meter free final.
Well, we did mention that this event has only been held. This is the 3rd time. It's not an Olympic event, but it has been an event that swimmers have been competing in for many years. And finally, in 2001, the FINA, the world governing body, decided it should be in the World Championships. Likewise, for the women, they compete in the 800-meter, this distance at the Olympics, but not the longer, the 1500-meter. So the 1500-meter has been added for the women in this very competition, and we saw Brittany Reimer win a medal.
I have never seen Hackett not do this in the 800 or the 1500. Always goes to the lead as quickly as possible and tries to stay there.
And they have a sports scientist that works with them, and he says that what you need to do, and I've seen this from the great Kieran Perkins before Hackett, is to go out fast, sort of prime your energy system, and then settle. And a lot of other swimmers prefer to just sort of go nice and medium the entire way and build the entire race. But they've been working with this Richard Treffine, and he's told them that that's what they should do, and boy, they follow it, and it seems to work.
Hackett is a busy man here at the World Championships in Montreal. What about fatigue?
Well, fatigue could certainly be an issue, and I think he at one time was not going to swim a race, the 200-meter freestyle. He won a silver medal the other night, but he said, I'm going to be stretched awful thin if I try to race that. Also, when you talk about energy systems, swimming a 2-minute race, 8-minute, 15-minute races, it's an entirely different type of a system, but I think he got greedy and wanted another medal.
Knowing Hackett's field certainly do, when would the challenge come, if at all?
If there's going to be a challenge, they have to start moving by the 400-meter mark, the halfway mark. This is only the 200-meter mark at this point, but I think Hackett's also now done something that is very, very good when you're in his position. Send a message that it's me against the clock, you guys can have the silver medal. 200
meters down, the split time is 1:51.89. And he is on world record pace at this point.
Well, he's not going to go easy on this thing. He's sending a message big time. At the Olympic Games, this is exactly like you said. This is what he did. And Larsen Jensen, the American, you can just see him. There he is, 1 lane down, lane number 5. Larsen Jensen was this far behind, but he had 1,500 meters to try to make it up, and he made it up and almost caught Hackett. With only 800 meters, I'm not so sure he's going to be able to make up this kind of distance.
And you know that this is a world record that Grant Hackett would dearly love to have, because it's held by one of his great friends, teammate, but also a guy that he has raced many, many times in the past, Ian Thorpe. 7:39.16 is the world record. Thorpe set that in winning this event in 2001.
Well, and they're friends, they're teammates, but they're also intense rivals. And Hackett did have a hard time getting over Ian Thorpe when Ian Thorpe came onto the world scene. He said finally by 1999, he said, I'm finally able to adjust to the greatness of Ian Thorpe, but I will be in his shadow.
Listen to the crowd get into this one and get behind Grant Hackett as he takes a solid run at the world record.
Well, we have to take a look. The timing that you will see on the screen will show you if he's ahead